Alright, I have to work tomorrow morning, so I gotta do the video today in here, so... And I'm also extremely tired, so if I, like, pass out during this video, don't be too concerned. So, Martinsville happened. Yay. Man, can I just talk about IndyCar? I missed the first half of the race again, because I was sleeping again, and I actually had my phone alarm set, but apparently the race must have started like 20 minutes earlier, because I turn on the TV and I'm like, oh, it's lap 20. Okay. So that's great. That's awesome. So I missed half of Coda. I missed half of Colton of the Americas. My God, dude. What the hell happened? Where'd that... What? What? So the absolute fucking perfect storm in IndyCar brings the youngest winner ever, and I'm slightly salty because Wickens never got a win, and Colton Herta does. He doesn't, and like never in a million years would a caution fall perfectly for Wickens. No, sir. Why in a million years would that happen? But yeah. I did not expect that, to say the least. It looked like it was going to be a good battle. I think Rossi used up too much push to pass before the final laps of the race, so it would have been very interesting to see who came off of pit road first, whose tires were, who got heat in the tires properly at the exit of the pit lane for them to be able to, you know, that was going to be an interesting 2-second gap to manage there. But yeah, it's still a very interesting outcome. One of the strangest finishing orders in an IndyCar race that I've personally seen. But yes, that race was certainly interesting. I don't think it was great. In fact, there really wasn't much as far as passing was concerned, which I didn't expect, because Coda's kind of trash. But at least it's a new and exciting thing for IndyCar, so the novelty of it is still there, so I'll still give the race a 6 out of 10. Trucks. Now, should I talk about frickin' Formula E? Because that race was okay. The red flag kind of ruined it at the finish. I think that would have been a much more interesting race if it had played out, but I guess it did bunch up the field slightly. Yeah. Formula E was eh. Moving on. Oh boy, the Truck Series. What do you want me to say? It was the spring Martinsville truck race without the cautions that last year had. Because the cautions at the end of last year's race is what made that one good. But it was like, this was just a spring Martinsville race in the Truck Series right there. That was, it was way more competitive than I expected it to be, that's for sure. There was fucking, what, 3 leeches in that race? Jesus. Ain't that the damnedest goddamn thing? I'm mad about the fact that there was 3 leeches in one race, when just in 2016, you had upwards of 7 or 8 leeches every single Xfinity race. So we're fucking spoiled these days, basically is what I'm trying to say. It was an air race. I think I remember more from it than the one that just took place, but at the same time, it's like, whatever. So, yeah. There was a late race restart, though, and Moffitt did line up in his prime position of 3rd, but he didn't do anything, so that was awesome. Great non-effort by Moffitt on that one, but he continues to just finish in the top 5 every single week. I think he has a top 5. He has not finished in the top 10 without also being in the top 5 since, would it be 2016, I believe. That's several years if you don't know math. Anyway, I keep checking the thing because I didn't plug this in for long. And this is a old, what is this, fucking, I'm gonna say a 8-year-old iPod, so it's like, the battery's not gonna hold shit. But anyway, Cup race was slightly better than last year, but not by much. Shit happened. That was nice. Things actually transpired over the course of the race. There was actual, incidents that brought out cautions. Incidents that should have brought out cautions but did not bring out cautions. Incidents that should not have brought out cautions and did bring out cautions. It was basically, yep, there's the low battery. It was basically, just a typical post-Brian France NASCAR race on that one, so. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, Keselowski destroyed the field. He continues to be probably the second best driver in the series to Kyle Busch. He definitely... He should have 4 wins this season. He should have won Vegas, and he should have won California if there weren't that last fucking caution that basically screwed over literally everyone in the field besides Kyle Busch, because that's just what happens. But yeah, Keselowski should have like 4 of the, 6 races? So basically this is... Keselowski's kind of shifted into the Harvick spot. I don't know if he'd be able to, because you see, the bad part about Harvick is that he's always had the issues on pit lane, but Penske always destroys everyone on pit lane. So I think that deadly combination of having Harvick pace with God tier pit crew is going to make Keselowski the pretty much favored for the championship already right now. I think Keselowski is going to win 6 or 7 races this season, considering how things have gone so far. But then again, there was the announcement from Pockrass, and I think he's the only one that reported on it, is that they are going to mandate changes to the splitter, which is the most sensitive part of the entire car. So that could completely change how everything is, how the entire season could transpire from here on out. So that could completely change everything. We'll have to see when we get to Texas. But Keselowski wins number 29. I mean, you can't deny that he's great. And he's the best driver at Penske, and always has been the best driver at Penske for the last 10 years. So, and he wasn't even at Penske in 2009, so that just goes to show you how Penske's going. Yeah. Anyway, shit, dude. Let's see. So next up is Texas, and it's the triple header, which in any other universe would be great. But Kyle Busch is going to be in all 3 races, so never mind. It's not going to be great. The novelty of the triple headers without leeches is... Oh man, triple headers without leeches. Cannot wait for Dash for Cash, by the way. That'll be a grand old time right there. But I'm guessing that, Busch will be in both of those races. And I'm just going to go out on a limb, and he's probably going to fucking win both of them. Because who fucking cares about developing actual drivers in the series? Who cares about that? It's not like in the Indy Lights series, where you have actual drivers that need to develop are in those cars, and those drivers are winning, like Colton Herta and Pato O'Ward, who have found victory lane way faster than a lot of Cup rookies. Wow. It's almost as if you don't have the experience in what it takes to win a race, you really can't win races. Man, that is fucking crazy. Who could have possibly made that kind of pejorative statement? So anyway, I'm not excited for Texas. Got a feeling it's gonna fucking blow ass. The only thing that's gonna save it is the fact that the Truck Series is still racing, and Corbin is still eligible for the championship. Corbin is still eligible for the chase. He just needs to win. Alright? That's all he's gotta do. He was fucking horrible at Martinsville, but ever since starting All Out Motorsports, their short track speed has been non-existent. They've always had decent speed at the 1.5-mile tracks. They've had 10th to 20th place speed at 1.5-mile tracks, but they just cannot do shit at the short tracks. Like, holy mother of God. Bristol last year and Dover last year. Dover was fucking horrible, but Bristol wasn't much better. But that being said, wasn't a terrible race for Corbin. Martinsville, this is the first time that he's raced there since 2015, and yeah, I don't think he was that terrible. He finished, he only finished ahead of 7 guys, but there were no starting parks in the truck race for I think the first time in a good several years. So, all things considered, not a terrible run. But because he was only like 3 laps down instead of 10. So you know what? I call that a Pyrrhic victory. But it still has victory in the title. So yeah. But in any case, I'm sure this is gonna turn off at any moment now. So I'll just try and wrap things up here. I think F1 returns next week. It'll probably be better than the Cup race. Let's be honest. But I believe that Truex has finished 2nd and 8th all but one time this season. So that's great. It's awesome. Guess he didn't finish 2nd this week. He's saving that for next week. He's going to finish 2nd too. Let's just put it out there. Kurt Busch is winning next week. That's my fucking prediction right there. I don't have any statistics to back it up. Just fuck it. I want Kurt to win. In any case, yeah, not as bad as last year. You could not get much worse than last year's Martinsville race, though, so it's not saying much. This is the most dominant victory in Martinsville since the modern era of NASCAR. That's pretty fucking interesting. Because, you see, that's the thing about, like, Martinsville and New Hampshire and the flat tracks, is that people are strong at the start, but then they fall off over the course of the race. That didn't happen today. And even when, you know, all the mile-and-a-half track, that used to be the thing for every race, is that cars would be short run, and then some cars would be long run. But now, everyone has to be perfect the entire race. Which completely ends competition. It completely ends comers and goers. It makes passing impossible. And it's already impossible considering they said in the fucking broadcast after the goddamn race that clean air was a factor. Oh man, it was such a good idea to make the splitter bigger, wasn't it? It was such a good idea to make the splitter bigger. You know, we want to have it so that aerodynamics do not affect the cars. So why don't we make the thing that's aerodynamically affected the cars more than ever in the history of NASCAR? Let's increase that part. Genius decision. Who the fuck pays the engineers in NASCAR? I just spit everywhere. I said in fucking 2016 I was 19 years old and I was in a fucking computer science class. I was doing a computer science degree back then. I'm a fucking mass communications major, and even I am fucking aware of the fact that if you make that every decision that NASCAR's made as far as the cars are concerned since 2016, after that package became a thing, they have done nothing to improve the cars. They have gotten fucking worse. I miss 2016 so goddamn much. I also will say this right now. I forgot. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking kind of just done with everything. But in any case, this has been a video. Look at that. Just Silent Hill. Silent fucking hill out there. But in any case, yeah. Thanks for watching this race review. First one in the car of the season. And, I don't know what else to say. There was just a meh race, like every other fucking week. Can't wait for this season to be over already. And I can't wait for Gen 7. We don't even need Gen 7. Just take off the fucking splitter and tapered spacer and you have a perfectly fine car. But nope, we're gonna overcomplicate everything. We're gonna have 3 different packages this season. Oh, by the way, the real package starts next week, guys. The real package starts next week.